What's up, everyone? We are live at 5. It's Friday, February 7th. We're here in the heart of Times Square, Broadway.com. I'm Paul Wontorek.
I'm Beth Stevens.
And we're joined by Ryan Lee Gilbert.
Hello, everybody.
And your Whitney Houston sweatshirt. One of my favorite.
Yes,
one of my favorite of your sweatshirts.
Thank you. Icon. Yes.
Icon. Speaking of icons.
That's right.
Oh, my God. Somebody that Beth and I really enjoy.
Yes.
Myra Lucretia Taylor is here. She's back on Broadway in Tina. The Tina Turner musical.
There you go.
She's fantastic, and so much to say. But before we go any further, I want to say tonight is the first performance of A Girl from the North Country.
Yes.
So congratulations.
Yes.
It's on Broadway. We love to honor that. We're going to talk about today's top 5, but I mixed that up. Go ahead, Ryan. What's in the news?
Three of your very favorite Broadway powerhouses are teaming together for a new project.
Kind of a new project.
What is this?
So here's
Kind
what's
of a-
happening. All right, let me just say the names because I know you're all excited. We're talking about Kelly O'Hara,
Oh.
Laura Benanti, and Megan Hilty. Those are 3 shiny names right there. But
Okay.
they're going to perform at 54 Below separately, in separate engagements. They're calling this the Diamond Series.
Absolutely.
I don't know if that means they give you diamonds or it just costs more. I don't know. Anyway, it's
I don't get it.
I don't either. But
Okay.
there's
Just
3
concerts.
engagements. They're concerts. So Kelly's will be May 12th through the 17th. Laura's will be June 23rd through the 28th. And Megan Hilty's will be July 28th through August 2nd. I'm not going to tell you who they are because you know who they are. You know.
That would be embarrassing.
Does
That's
the
embarrassing.
Diamond Series mean a different price range?
That's what I said. Is it money?
Is that what we're talking
or is
about
it just
here?
like a different sets?
Anyway, it's a great venue, and they're all
Cares?
fantastic.
Yes.
This Sunday, you will be getting 10 Elsas for the price of 1.
Ah, cute. So, of course, we knew Idina Menzel was performing Into the Unknown, the nominated
Adele Dazeem.
song from Frozen 2
Yes.
on the Oscars. But actually, we found out it's not just Idina.
It's global.
All the pressure is not on her.
Right.
They're actually a bunch of Elsas, and I'm
And
not
former
saying all their
Elphaba.
names. But I'm going to say their countries.
Yeah.
Germany, Denmark, Norway, Japan, Latin America, Poland, Russia, Spain, Thailand, and the Norwegian singer-songwriter Aurora. I like saying
yes.
she's special.
Well, I do want to note that
Yeah.
Willem Verkijk, who I'm probably mispronouncing,
Yeah,
was
another
also an
Elphaba.
Elphaba.
Yes,
And
yeah.
can do it in 3 languages.
Yes. So some of them, I guess, dubbed it for the movie. Are they not all stage? I don't know what they are.
No, I think they're all voices of Elsa in
okay.
Frozen 2 across the
But we'll
globe.
mind. Oh, in like the movies.
Yeah.
Oh, got
Movies,
it.
Yeah.
movies.
Okay. And of course, Into the Unknown is nominated for Best Song, and so is Cynthia Erivo. We want to congratulate
Yes.
Cynthia Erivo.
Yes.
She's going to have a great Oscar Sunday. She's nominated in 2 categories. Also, you know who else? Antonio Banderas.
Yes.
Who today's guest knows
Very
pretty
well. They're very good
yes.
friends, yes.
He's nominated. There's a lot of great stage stars nominated. So we wish them all well. We can't wait to see what you're wearing.
There is a royal switcheroo happening off Broadway.
It's royal because the role is princess, but we're talking about Emoji Land. It's also royal because the part belongs to Queen Leslie Margarita, and Taylor Iman Jones is stepping in from February 18th through the 23rd. So she's just taking over while Leslie Margarita.
Where's Leslie going?
She's fulfilling a prior
I
obligation.
believe that was probably the Zorro concert, right?
That's
happening in
entirely
London?
possible.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Entirely possible.
believe so.
This is happening at the Duke on 42nd Street, and the show has received an extension through March 19th. So you have a chance to see Taylor
And
Iman
what is
Jones.
Taylor Iman Jones doing next?
She is in The Devil Wears Prada.
That's
Yeah.
the big.
That's the big
Yeah,
connection.
burying the lead.
Okay. Oh, sorry about that.
And casting is officially complete for this anticipated Encores show.
This is Love Life. This is a show I don't know very well. It has a book by Alan J. Lerner and score by Kurt Weill and Lerner. And it's a fancy. It's like one of those highbrow musicals. And they're doing it at Encores. And so we found out Clark Thorell, John Edwards, Sarah Jean Ford. It says John Edwards of MJ.
I believe he's going to be an MJ.
Oh,
yeah.
they already announced that? Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Sarah Jean Ford and Isabel Houston and Owen Tabaka. They're all joining. So Vicki Clark is directing, Tony winner Victoria
Yes.
Clark. And Joanne Hunter is choreographing. It's happening March 18th through the 22nd at City Center, of course. And we already knew that Brian Stokes Mitchell and Kate Baldwin are also starring in it. So it's going to be an interesting show. And Rob Berman's doing the musical direction because that's what he does.
That's what he does.
And this is the mother of all Hollywood casting news right now.
We've been all at Twitter about Baz Luhrmann's Elvis.
Right.
And we
Yes.
knew already that Austin Butler will be playing the title role. Austin Butler, who was in The Iceman Cometh on
Yeah.
Broadway. But now we found out that Maggie Gyllenhaal will be playing Gladys Presley, Elvis's
We just found out. I thought they
mother.
were already filming it. Oh.
No, we just found out
Yeah,
about
we
this
just
today.
found
yeah.
out. Now,
Yeah.
we did know that
okay.
Tom Hanks will be playing the Colonel,
Yes.
Colonel Tom Parker. So there we go. We know that Maggie Gyllenhaal also was on Broadway. Did you know that?
This is a Broadway adjacent news story.
This is a Broadway adjacent news story. Thank you,
Just
Paul.
dipping our
Maggie
toe.
Gyllenhaal was on Broadway in 2014 in The Real Thing.
Yes.
She was, but
Right,
now
correct.
she's doing this.
You reminded me.
You're welcome. You're welcome. And of course, well, this says here, Presley talked about his devotion to his mother, constantly calling her his number one girl.
Oh, I know everything about Elvis Presley.
I do
Yeah,
not.
He loved
I'm
his
going to watch
mama.
this movie and have them sing. It'll be
Loved his
fun.
mama. Also on the site.
Yes,
let's see,
tell me.
For Black History Month, Joaquina Kalakonga.
Joaquina Kalukango.
Kanga, sorry.
thank you.
She honors Audra McDonald.
As one should.
We're
beautiful.
asking some of our favorite stars to honor people who inspired them. ClubBroadway.com, Anthony Festa, who is in the Miss Saigon tour, sings "Why God Why." We have
he didn't sing it
in
like that.
honor of the opening of the first performance of.
Girl from the North Country.
We do have a little throwback about The Times They Are A-Changing, which was a different Bob Dylan musical that didn't last very long on Broadway.
From Twyla Tharp.
Who are we talking to over in the London Q&A?
Oh, we're talking to Tony winner Gavin Creel.
We like him.
About
Who's
what?
on Waitress with Sarah
yeah.
Bareilles
Did
again.
that whole piece with Gavin and Sarah Bareilles, and they're
Yeah,
back together
and they became
again.
like BFFs.
Why aren't
yeah.
you there?
I wish I
thought
was
you were in with
there. I
them.
should be there. Correspondent.
It's going to be the weekend, so you should take off.
Yeah. So anyway, but let's get to today's guest.
Yes.
Because I'm a big fan.
I'm outta here.
Thank you. Have a great weekend.
Thank you.
I'll
I'll be
s-
back in 2 weeks.
Yeah, that's right. Beth and
I'll
I are
send a
here next
postcard.
week.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, thank you, Beth. Have a good weekend. Hey, Ryan, tell everyone about today's guest.
I would love to. Drama Desk Award winner Myra Lucretia Taylor is currently playing Grand Georgiana in Tina, the Tina Turner musical, having previously appeared on Broadway in 9, of course, Macbeth, Electra, Chronicle of a Death Foretold, Mulebone, and A Streetcar Named Desire. She's also toured the country playing Madame Morrible in the Broadway blockbuster Wicked, and she's performed off-Broadway in productions like The Rolling Stone, The Lucky Ones, Schoolgirls, or the African Mean Girls play in Familiar. You've also seen Taylor on film and TV in popular titles like Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt, Atlanta, The Big Sick, Before the Devil Knows You're Dead, Unfaithful, and Changing Lanes, among others. Be sure to leave all your questions in the comments below. Please welcome Myra and Paul.
Thank you, Ryan. Hi, Myra.
Hi, Paul.
Good to see you.
Good to see you.
You look lovely.
Oh, thank you. So do you.
Thank you. I'm so happy you're here. How are things over at the L'Enfantin? You're in a hit.
Oh, it feels so good. The company is so good. We have
Yeah.
so much fun. We like each other so much. It's just good. It's just good.
Yeah, we've had a lot of your co-stars here actually.
Nice.
So thank you for joining the list. We like this show. We like promoting it. You are so fantastic, and you're so. It's such a little nugget of a role, isn't it? The way it fits in, it's very moving. So talk about who you play in Tina, and talk about this role a little bit.
Sure. I played Tina's grandmother,
Yeah.
Grand Georgienne, who raised her until she was about 16. And apparently they had a really great relationship, and she really loved her grandmother. Her grandmother was the one who, well, in our script, crowns her, tells her you have to go and develop this gift.
Yeah.
And it's the foundation of it. And the way kind of Phillida has kind of dropped me in
Yep.
throughout the script is, you know, kind of in times of trouble, you see Tina get some kind of sustenance and support from her grandmother.
Yeah, I took a friend who had lost his grandmother, and he was so moved by your performance because you really, when you have an actor who has such a great connection with audiences like yourself, it really is a very sort of beautiful part of the whole landscape of the show.
Oh, thank you. I mean, sometimes I come out and there are people waiting, you know, they want to see us or have autographs or pictures. And there's so many people who will say, I miss my grandmother. You remind me of my grandmother. And it's just kind of nice to be able to do that. I mean, that's one of the great things about being in a big old show on the Broad. Well, I call it the Broad May because the show may run or may not, but I always will.
I like that.
But, you know,
Yeah.
you get to connect with people, and especially at the end of our show, oh my gosh, the way people just, the energy just comes across.
I
And
know.
it's just, I'm very grateful.
What about those dancers? What about that choreography on that stage?
Isn't it marvelous?
I mean, the energy, you're right. I mean,
Aren't
the
they
way
working?
that you just like take the audience and throw them out on the street with their lifted up, and it's everything a Broadway musical should do, right?
Right? And it's like, well, you can't say you didn't get your money's worth.
No, you cannot. No, you cannot. And how's Adrienne Warren? How's she doing?
She's
It's a
fantastic.
demanding part.
It's very demanding, and
Yes.
she is more than up to the task.
Yeah.
She's our fearless leader. We love
Yeah.
her so much.
Fantastic. What was it like? The show was obviously a huge hit in London, and she did it in London. And she's the only cast member that came over.
Mm-hmm.
So when you got the gig, you kind of knew like, oh, this is supposed to be good. This is already like a thing. What was it like rehearsing it and bringing it over and you know, maybe making it work for Broadway audiences and again, a fantastic company. You know, Daniel J. Watts,
Right.
Dawn Lewis, and
Right.
you know, you all who've both been here. You all had such great moments around Adrienne's performance.
You know, they kind of brought everything over, and so rehearsal was kind of massaging what could stay the same and what had to change.
Yeah.
And I know, like on my rocker, there was something that was glued on it that was supposed to be maybe like a ashtray for the pipe. And I said, "What is this?" And they said, "Well, that's it." I said, "She gone. I don't know what that is."
Well, that worked in London, but we don't need it. I don't need that.
But you know, Philip was really great. The whole team was really great about how can we, you know,
Yeah.
we know this works, but we have you guys. So what can we?
Yeah.
How can this all be a thing?
Yeah.
Its own thing, but you know, you don't want to break it.
Yeah, can we talk about, I mean, I have to ask you about that gorgeous woman that joined you guys on stage for the curtain call on opening night.
Miss
Tina
Tina.
Turner. Was that your first time meeting her?
The very one. It was my very first time meeting her, and we were told that you know there weren't too many opportunities for selfies and things because, you know, she's Tina, and it wasn't her. It was kind of our people saying, let's, you know, not tire her. But I also knew that she had a special relationship with her grandma.
Yeah.
And I've written about this a little bit, and I just said, if I do this right, I think I'm going to meet her. I think we're going to have a moment. So I was in one of my little perches, because I have little backstage perches,
Ooh,
so
a
I don't have to
perch.
go up to my dressing room all the time. And I said, I'm just going to sit here. And they said, well, Tina's coming. Tina and Erwin are coming. And I sat there, and yes, she came. So she was like right there. So I was like, hi. And she was so nice, and she just said, I'm enjoying you. I enjoy you so much. And she gave me a big old hug.
Beautiful.
And then Erwin took my hand and kissed it. I said, I'm good.
Oh, that's
I'm good.
fantastic.
I mean, Oprah was there that night, and I was like,
Yeah.
hi, Miss Oprah. But, you know, I met Tina, so I'm good.
Yeah,
I'm good.
I love that so much. Let's talk about your career. Let's talk about how did the stage bug first bite you? I want to know at the very beginning.
I think, because no one else is in theater in my family, I think, you know, my mom used to watch the soap operas.
Uh-huh.
So she was a nurse. She would work at night, come home, and she would watch us. I'm named after a soap opera character on The Secret Storm, right, back in the
Oh,
day.
wow.
She really was into the soaps,
Wow.
Myra Ames.
Wow.
So I would kind of watch my mom watch the soaps,
Uh-huh.
and she would clean. She was such a cleaner, such a Capricorn. I'm cleaning. The only time she would sit down and watch her soaps, and her face would change,
Interesting.
and she would be in there. And I would be like, well, I want to be in the TV. You know, it was good. She didn't ignore us, but it was such
Yeah,
a point
I get
part
it,
of her
yeah.
life. And I don't know how they knew, but I just knew I wanted to be an actor. I just knew it. And they always supported it. That's like the most amazing thing to me. My mom is a retired RN. My dad, rest in peace, was a dispatcher for the Transit Authority. How do those people who come from the South say, you know what, you want to be an actor? Okay,
That's amazing.
that's okay. We
And
got
this
you.
was where? Where'd you grow up?
I grew up in the city.
Okay.
I was born in South Carolina, but from the time I was like 1.5, I've been in the city.
Wow.
They supported it.
And it was all around you. I mean, you could find it in the city, right? Easy to find the arts.
Well, you know, I went to music and art when there was 2 separate schools.
Uh-huh.
Performing arts was downtown, music and art was uptown. I went for voice. I didn't go for acting. I saw an advert in the Amsterdam News, at the PAL Center, Police Athletic League,
Uh-huh.
after school classes in acting. I went, Malika Lee Whitney was running a workshop there. She now works for WBAI. I think that's still a thing, and will tell people, I was her first acting teacher. You know, we would do workshops after, and Lee just kept it real with us. She took us to see The Family, which was Marvin Felix Camilo's group, a group of ex-cons doing theater.
Wow.
We were in there with them, and if nothing else, it taught me, this is serious. This is serious. These people had serious lives. They could be doing anything else because, you know, they know how hard life is. They take this seriously, serious as a heart attack. And that just kind of, I was like, yeah, this is what I want to do.
And when did you actually do a play or jump in and actually perform?
Okay, my first play was in 5th grade.
Okay.
I played Mama Bear in the Spanish version of Goldilocks and the Three
the
Bears.
Spanish version.
Wow.
Character acting even then. I can. And I remember a line. Mira, mi silla está quebrada.
That's amazing. Which translates to?
Look at my chair, it's broken. Public school, we were getting
that.
Spanish in
Amazing.
5th grade. Hey,
Amazing.
gotta love it.
Absolutely.
Amazing. And you have had such a huge career on and off Broadway. I think did you make your Broadway debut with Alec Baldwin? Is that right? I mean, were you in that streetcar?
It's the one with Aiden.
Oh, the Aiden Quinn.
Aiden and Fran McDormand.
Yeah, of course. And Blythe Danner.
Blythe.
Oh, okay. It's Circle in the Square. Fantastic. Okay. And what was it? How did you get to a Broadway? What was it like to? That's actually an interesting theater because it's in the round. It kind of has a different vibe than
Right.
than a traditional sort of
Right.
commercial Broadway theater.
Right.
And especially back then, the sort of constant rotation of shows in the
Yeah.
80s, right? At Circle in the Square. But what was it like to make your Broadway debut?
Well, Nikos directed it,
Yeah.
right? So Nikos was my teacher at Yale. I went to Yale undergrad. Nikos
Okay.
was my teacher. From that, I did Williamstown, right? I just got a letter one day in the mail saying, we want you to audition for Williamstown.
Wow.
And that's my Nikos invitation.
Yep.
And so I spent a lot of time at Williamstown. I got my equity card there. And so when Nikos did Streetcar in New York,
Right.
he asked me to do it.
Right.
So it just kind of seemed like,
Natural.
you know, just luck, good fortune. There's so many talented people. I didn't call myself talented. There's so many people who act, so many people who do this. And if you get a job, you know, and I'm going to drop a name people won't know. Remember Geraldine Fitzgerald? I was directed by her. She said, by the time any of us gets a job, we need to get on our knees and thank whatever God or goddesses you believe in because you don't know what went into you getting
Right.
that job.
Right. What do you think is the secret of longevity? I mean, what would you tell young actors who are like, wow, I want a career like this. I want to keep working through the years, and I want to make this my life. What would you tell them?
Be a nice person to work with, I think. I mean, I try. I have some moments, but I would say be well-rounded, know about a lot of things, be curious. I would say don't limit yourself. I didn't know if I was going to talk about this, but it's getting better now for music. I mean, I sing a little bit. I'm glad I sing a little bit, but I remember someone telling me early on, you know, because the two worlds are so different, and maybe that's part of it. I don't know. I don't know. But I just think be a nice person, work hard, come to work on time,
Yeah.
you know, and when something good happens, be really grateful.
One of your, I mean, I think being in the Revival of 9 was a pretty spectacular moment in your career. That's kind of when I really fell in love with you.
Oh, thank you.
You were Saragina,
Yes.
the Italian. This is the Antonio Banderas / John Stamos revival.
Yes, God bless John Stamos, right?
Yes.
Not many guys would have said, okay, I'm marching in there after Antonio.
I saw both of them do it. Yeah. And that was such a great, fantastic
Oh,
moment.
Antonio, he said, we are going to give Broadway something they have never seen. He was so excited, you know. And then when we would do me and him and the thing, he was like, Myra, I think we can do more with the bosom. And the next thing I knew, he was in there.
Oh,
Oh!
he's been in there. Okay. Antonio. Method acting. Well, I mean, but he was so adorable when he did that show because he like came to Broadway and you're right, that energy
Yes.
was just so intoxicating. And that production was beautiful.
David
Laveau.
Laveau.
Oh my God, beautiful.
The great Laveau.
Just stunning. And Jane Krakowski and Laura Benanti, we just talked about. I mean, the whole company.
Mary Stewart,
Yes,
Mary Beth
Masterson.
Peel.
Yeah. Yeah,
Oh
I
God,
know.
Sarah Gettelfinger. I mean, all of these divas.
Yeah.
My nephew, he came to see it. Well, my nephew's at Carlton. He's a wonderful singer and actor. But he said, I want your second act, Auntie. Because all I did was kind of sit on the stage and play in the boat in the water when the girls were in high heels on lucite chairs singing for the gods.
You were earthy. That was your part. Yeah. Yeah, Saragina is of the soil.
That's right.
Yeah, she's that lady. And so are you. You're just like such a real person. I mean, you're just so genuine. What do you like to do beyond your performing career? What do you do during off time? What's your
Well, since I have this TV name, I watch a lot of TV.
Yep.
I spend a lot of time with my family. I have some caregiving duties now that I'm grateful for. I'm really grateful. It gives you a great perspective on everything.
Yeah.
And so that's kind of what I do.
I love it. I'm just excited you're on Broadway in Tina. I love it.
Me too. It's good.
Hey Ryan,
Yes.
what are the people online saying?
Yeah, we have got a lot of questions. So Mackenzie would like to know, she's a young performer. She would like to know, what advice would you give to young Black girls who want to pursue a career in theater or acting?
I say work really hard, develop all your interests. Think of yourself as a full human being, defined and limited only by your interests.
Mm-hmm.
And so don't limit yourself.
Yeah,
That's
good
what I would
advice.
say.
Well, correct me if I'm wrong, but you were the first person of color to play Madame Morrible on the Wicked tour. Do you remember, was there any kind of pressure or, what was that like for you to be representing that character in
Think
that show?
about it. I was so clueless. Come on. I went to an audition, right, at the old Telsey office. I was auditioning for something off Broadway. Lisa Laguila walks in. We had done Chronicle together.
Right.
She
of the
was at
Death
that
Foretold,
point. Right.
And she works on Wicked with Joe Mantello.
Right. So
Yep.
she's like Joe's second.
Yeah.
Lisa walked in. She's like, "Hey, Myra, we're talking about whatever her family, her kids, bop, bop." She comes back out and she goes, "You want to audition for this?" And I'm like, "Oh, okay." So I called my agents in between. I had seen Wicked, but I was like, "Okay, tell me some more about this Madame Marble." So both of them get on, and they're telling me. I'm like, "Okay, cool." So I get the thing, and I go on out there. The next thing I know, bing, bang, boom, we're Joe and the Deb, and then I'm on tour.
Wow.
And it's like, wow, I get to be a part of this
That's a
iconic
big show.
musical.
Yeah.
Another one that they give so much.
Yeah.
People give so much to that show. It means so much. And Lenny Wolpe was my wizard. I remember seeing Lenny and thinking, oh, that's the nicest man. He's so nice. And he was like my friend. As his wife would say, I was his road wife. So it was just a blessing. It was great.
It's beautiful how shows like Wicked, when they take these iconic roles and they grow over time. Now we have Alexandra Billings, the first trans actress to play the part. It's so amazing when these Broadway shows offer these opportunities and really sort of, because I feel like, do you feel like that's changed over time? Do you feel like when you first got in the business, things were a little more cut and dry about who could play which roles? Do you feel like it's opened up a little bit?
I think, and I hope I'm not fooling myself, I never really thought about that.
Right.
Because I spent so much time at Williamstown, where I sang, so I did a lot of singing, but then Nikos would kind of fit me in where he could fit me in, and I just kind of felt like everybody else. I never felt like, I have the black slot,
Right. Right.
And to his credit, by the time, right before he passed, he really wanted to integrate the theater more. Because there were many years I was the only one up there, but I just think it's mental. I know things are real. But you also have to have an idea for yourself about what it is you want to do.
Right.
Because it's up to you to say yes or no.
Right.
Right? Like I could have said no to Wicked. I could have said to Lisa, no, I don't think that's a part I can play or should play or people are going to be angry because I'm playing it.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just say yes.
You like the adventure.
Well, we all do. I mean, if we were in this business, please. But people who aren't in this business, the uncertainty would just wreck your mind.
Yeah. Tina, a fellow Tina, would like you to know that you are fabulous in Tina, the Tina Turner musical.
That's nice.
What's your favorite scene in the musical, if any?
Ooh.
I have favorite moments. Well, It's just getting to watch my granddaughter. I mean, I don't have children. I don't have biological children. And it's just always so exciting to me when I get to pretend. And just to see this, I get all kinds of pride. I get very proud of her. I look at little Adrienne and I just think, she's so good.
And she's a fantastic person.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad that I get to be a part of that.
Beth would like you to know that you are a performer she looks up to.
Oh,
She would
boy.
like to know, which artists did you look up to when you were growing up?
Oh, everybody. So many people through Williamstown, like Diane Wiest. Oh my goodness, it's like she's got a divine light on her. When she's on stage, it's just like, whoa, that's some kind of divinity. Reg Cathy, you know, because so many of those people were in the drama school when I was an undergrad.
Yep.
So like Reg Cathy and Rock and Angie Bassett, and you just get to see people in there when they're developing and growing up and being irreverent and being so full and focused and purposeful. So yeah.
You must feel like the theater world's like family. I mean, when you said about you go to an audition, you see Lisa, but you must always know you must know people everywhere, right? I mean, does it really feel like a web, or like, you know, everyone has a connection to you? You're like in the middle. It's like one of those games.
Well, I
But
do.
they can get
I
it.
have acquainted with a lot of people, but because I've done mostly kind of dramas, you know, because the musical theater world is a different
Yeah,
world.
sure.
So every now and then I dip my toe in it. So I know more people from kind of like the straight drama world, but in a minute, everybody's a friend.
Yeah,
In a minute.
yeah.
Right. And I think we have time for
last
another
question?
question. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, Kyle says, you have done so many amazing shows and roles. What is a role or show you haven't done yet that you would absolutely like to tackle on Broadway?
I have $10 million. Which role do you want to do? We're going to do it. We're going to produce it. What do you want to be?
Someone presented me with an idea recently. I have two. Can I have two?
You can
Yes,
have as many
of
as you
course.
like.
King Lear
Ooh.
and Barbara Jordan.
Oh.
So those aren't, one is a role, one is a person.
And you want to play King Lear?
I spent some time with that text with Rebecca Patterson and the Queen's Company. We did look at it for a little while, and it's, I mean, talk about a transformation of a life. Talk about spending time, like I told you, I'm doing some caregiving and spending time with people and seeing what they go through, you know,
Yeah.
appreciation.
Cool. I'm into it.
Absolutely.
I love
I'll see your King Lear.
I'll
be
go
there
see you
right
do
way.
anything.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I'm going to be back to see Tina, the Tina Turner musical at the L'Enfantin Theater. It's so fantastic. You're always so great. Please say hi to everyone over there. And thank you
you.
so much for stopping by.
Oh, thank you for having me.
I hope you have a lovely weekend. I know on a Friday, it's easy for us to be like, it's the weekend. And for you guys, it's like, yeah, it's the weekend. We have a lot of shows to do. That's the difference between our lives. But I hope it goes well over there. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
Hey, Ryan, why don't you take us out?
Yes, thank you guys so much for tuning in today. We are live every single day here on Facebook, and we are also wherever you get your podcasts. You can listen to us. You just search for the hashtag Live@5 and then hit the subscribe button. Be sure to tune in on Monday when we talk to Johnny Beauchamp, who is starring in the CW's new series, Katie Keene.